All right, DOHCgarage. We got a '89 Lincoln in the shop. She's a beauty. So basically today the customer complaint is stuck on high heat. So it's a really nice unit, all leather and everything. Beautiful unit, huge moonroof. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna tackle this, and we're gonna see how it's done here. We're gonna be very careful with this because this is a very delicate vehicle. Very nice vehicle though. But let's get at her. Okay, so continuing on with this 1989 Lincoln Town Car. This is what's gonna control your hot and cold. This is your cable coming from your climate. So to get all this off, there's going to be screws all along here, and then you're going to have screws that are sitting up top. I pulled this dash pad off up top just so that I could see what's going on with that cord at the dash laying over there. And so basically right now I'm just about to put the old unit in, or sorry, the new used unit in. And then I'll kind of update you as I go here. All right, DOHCgarage just got back to doing the heater control on this car here. So you're gonna have a cable that's gonna connect from here. That's gonna be your hot cold. That's what's gonna be switching that. You're also gonna have a connector back there as well. You're gonna have a connector here. There is gonna be another little ambient temperature thing. This thing here actually gets bolted to the back here. Just give me a minute. Show you. It's bolted to the back like this, and then you gotta line up that tab there in the middle there. In here, there's a thing right in the middle, right there. You gotta line that up with in the middle of there. So it kind of goes like so. If I can get it lined up. It's hard to do with one hand, but give me a second. So it's gonna sit on the back there just like that. There's going to be two bolts for right here, one there and one there. That'll come off. This will be your vacuum line that goes to it. So to do this, to pull it all apart and everything, what you got to do is there's screws up here. You don't have to pull these ones. You just have to pull these ones where it separates right here. Separates right here. So you go along, you pull all these screws all along here. You'll see there'll be some all along. Once you have that, then you're gonna have to put this down into gear, and then you'll be able to kind of pry with your pry tool. Now these things, they just pop off. Just stick a trim tool underneath nicely. It'll pop right off. Same with this one over here, it'll pop right off. And then you'll be able to get this out of the way. Once you have this out of the way, then you're gonna have your 4 bolts, so your 4 screws that'll be holding your heater control unit in. You'll have your heater control cable itself, and then like I said, all these electrical connections. You got, you can look at it from the back if you want. So you got a connector there, you got a connector there, and then you're gonna have your 2 connectors on the back of this thing here as well when it's bolted to it. So it just kind of gives you a rough breakdown of how to do it. If you gotta access the actual heater control cable, you're gonna have to pull the top of the actual dashboard off, and to do that, there's gonna be screws going all along the top like you do normally, and then you got screws on the side here. There'll be one on that side, one on the other side. There's gonna be some screws up here. Put a rag in there so that way you don't drop the screws in there when you're pulling them out. You don't want to drop them in there, and then you're kind of hooped. So now, unfortunately, this car was at another shop, so the heater control cable got damaged. So it's actually supposed to latch in right here, and I tried to zip tie it because the previous person broke. Previous shop, they broke the cable, so it won't stay in here anymore. So basically what I did was I have this temperature unit that's in here that the cable's connected to. I have that set all the way this way, which is the cold. I'm going to try and get the AC working for this customer. It's actually a really nice unit. I'm really lucky to be able to work on something nice like this. I mean, a lot of people might not think it's not, you know, a nice unit, but you don't see these anymore, and it's got the good old 5-liter in it. Yeah, that's what I got going on today. As well, I had a Toyota Echo in here for a charcoal canister, so if you ever go do that, there's just 3 bolts there, 1, 2, and the third one is going to be at the bottom there, and then you got your electrical connections and all that. So just trying to keep busy. This thing's knocked out for now. Now the guy can drive around with cold air and not have to worry about blasting himself with hot air. And I guess I'll give you guys a walk around on this thing. It's in really good shape. Very good shape. And very nice unit. I wish I can ride in this thing down the highway. Good old digital everything. But yeah, that's if you gotta access that cable from that side, you're gonna have to take this off. But that's what's going on today, guys. Anyhow, sorry I've been posting content. It's been really busy. Haven't had time to record. I'm actually working on still getting my GoPro, so bear with me, and more content to come here. What's this thing going on at? 257.72. Not too bad. Alright guys, until next time, keep wrenching.